Hi guys, let's reason a little bit today. Just think about this. A little thought just came to me. What if God had given you everything that you asked for? What do you think would have been the outcome of your life? If every prayer you prayed, the Lord answered in the way you want Him to answer. If everything you asked Him for, he had given it to you. What do you think would have happened to you? The thought just came to me. It's just like a child. When the child goes to his mother or his father and asks them for something, and they give it to them, but that child is happy and friendly with mommy and daddy and etc., etc. But there are things that children will go to their parents for, and they will not give it to them. Why do you think this is so? It's because that child does not understand that the parent is actually protecting them from hurting themselves. A child may pick up a knife or a sharp object and the parent take it away from him or her, and that child started to cry and etc., etc., and don't even realize that, hey, this is harmful to me, this can take my life. They don't understand because they are not at that level to understand, and they start to cry. So it's the same thing with the Father. If He gives us everything that we ask for, some of the things that He would have given to us, we would have destroyed ourselves. We would have messed up our lives. We would have probably hurt other people, etc., etc., etc. You don't know. Some of the roadblocks that God has placed in your life was for your benefit, was for the benefit of others, to protect you from hurting others, to protect you from harming yourself. So the next time you want to complain or get mad with God, just tell Him thanks and compare yourself with the Father in terms of with your father and your mom. In other words, make a comparison to say it's the same thing as how God would when God blocks us from getting certain things that doesn't allow us to have our way. It is the same thing with our parents when they prevent a child, or prevented us when you were a child, from having stuff that you weren't mature enough to handle. Because sometimes you're not mature enough to handle it. It's just as a father and a son. If the father gives us his son at an immature age to drive a vehicle, is the key to drive his vehicle, because first of all, he doesn't have the driver's license. He's small, his foot can't reach the gears and all of that. He doesn't have a clue what driving is about. He will kill himself and he will endanger the lives of others. So it's the same thing with God. God will not give you something that you are not mature enough to handle. He will not give you something that you are not ready to handle or to take care of. He will not give you something where He see where you will, in the future, that you will damage yourself and you will damage others and your life will be a disaster, right? So the next time when you are praying for something and you haven't got what you have prayed for, just lift up your hands and say, thank you, Father. You blocked it. You stopped that marriage, that person that had proposed to me, that man, that woman, whatever. You blocked that relationship. You allowed that person to be removed from my life because you saw down the road. You know the person more than I know that person. So just give God thanks on today, for the doors that He has closed. Give Him thanks for the people that have walked out of your life. Give Him thanks when He says no, because sometimes no is the answer to your prayers. Sometimes no, a closed door, is the answer to your prayers. God bless you on today. Have an awesome day. Just a thought.